The BobRTC interface. BobRTC uses WebRTC protocol for the audio and video. It's all done through, there's no app to install. It's all done through a web browser. So let's log in and take a look at the interface. So log in with your Bait Army account. If you haven't done that, you can look at my previous video that shows how to create your account. So you log in, it's going to want to go through this authorization. Missed one. And once you log in, it's going to load this page and take you directly to the phone book. The phone book just lists out the different numbers that you're able to call. So like I said, it's just using a web browser. You're not using your phone service or anything that's tied to you. It's all done through their service. This is what makes it so safe, because there's nothing about you that's known when you make these calls, or it's all, behind the servers of BobRTC. Let's call. I want to show you one of the things. When you first call, it's going to want to use your microphone. So you got to click allow. And there's a couple different options depending on your browser, how long this will be allowed. You can say forever or for a certain period of time. I'm going to use this default.
Hello, and thank you for calling. Please.
And I'm going to hang up for now. But what I want to show you is the navigation that you're going to go through. You'll see this list of numbers that you can call, and you click on the handset icon to dial that number. It will open up a new page. You'll see the number that you're going to be dialing, and it has a similar interface to any other type of phone where you have the number pad, and there's some options for adjusting the volume of the call. You have a timer and some other customizations that you could do during your call. On the right side, it shows some information about the place that you're calling. Gives some details most of the time about the scam and or the type of scam that they're trying to trick people with. You can scroll through here and take a look and see what people have commented about, and this will give you some insight into this scam, so you're better prepared for the call. When you press on the dial button, the mute button will appear where you can toggle your mute on and off. So I'll press that now.
Please press 6 for continue. Please press 6 for continue.
And I'll lower the volume here. And while the call is going, highlighted means it's muted. And if you press it again, it will unmute. There's also a timer. The timer starts. And that's pretty much the interface for your calls. It just shows you your information about the call. So another thing I wanted to show you is when you call, it will show the caller ID at the top. This is the caller ID that is displayed to the number that you're calling, so it doesn't know who you are, and this caller ID changes every time that you dial that number. That's pretty much it with the interface. You can go back and forth, hang up, go back to the phone book, and look through a list of numbers that you want to call. In the list of numbers, it indicates the type of call, if it's a toll-free or if it's a toll number. And initially, you're going to want to call the toll-free numbers because it doesn't take any credits. So there's a credit system as well that you can earn points. There's two different types of points that you can get depending on the calls that you make and how long you keep the call going. But you can learn more about that in another video that I'll make. In general, the phone book displays the type of scam at the very top, the number that you're calling, how recent or how hot this number is, and whether or not you want to filter this number out of your listing. There's a drop down at the top that lets you filter out the numbers based on the type of scam, so you can filter to whatever types of scams you want to call. And this show recent calls will show the numbers that you have, the last 10 numbers that you've dialed. So if you want to try calling back that same number and you can't find it in the list, you can look at your recent calls. And that's about it for the basic interface. You can go and call these numbers, have fun, and annoy the scammers.